UCF Jaguar, the #1 channel for Jacksonville Jaguars, baby. And we gotta keep it hype. Represented for life. You know how we do it. Woo! Hey. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars, too much for your crew to handle. Keep it lit, and this is the #1 YouTube channel by UCF Jaguar. Yeah, we about to blast off. If you've been a fan, then this is the dopest platform. Yeah, never hold back. Gotta represent for the teal and black. Breaking news, live streams, post-game videos, yeah, all that. Gotta keep it hype for show. You know how we reppin', serving L's to the Colts, to the Titans and the Texans. Yeah, stay tuned for more. You can feel the energy for sure. UCF about to hold it down. Subscribe, come and check it out. University of Central Florida. After graduating, he was inspired. Made the channel, had to make it happen. Bringing you the news and gon' take it higher. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Okay, Duval, that teal and black, where you at? Got it hype, all the fans, and we don't know how to act. Duval, and that's for life, get it right. UCF Jaguar, right now you should come subscribe. This the spot where it's poppin', really ain't a better option. You can check it any minute, all the games he be watching, yeah. So if you wanna stay up in the mix, don't nobody do it like this, yeah. You don't wanna miss all the real fans, you can't resist. Let's go. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Jacksonville Jags, we don't mean to brag, but when we on the field, we got it in the bag. Jacksonville Jags, you know how we ball. Best believe it, got the people screaming out, Duval. Hey, UCF Jaguar, represent for life, baby. Hey, make sure you subscribe. We gon' keep it live. Let's go.
Okay. All right. I see now. All right, now you guys can hear me. Oh man. Oh man. I was getting a little hot. I gotta turn on a fan right now. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. I noticed that my mic was something was weird with my mic when the intro song was playing. So I was frantically trying to fix it, but it never happened. But hey, we're here now. We're here. We got a bunch of people in the building. Let me go back to the chat real quick. What's up, everybody? What's up, Phil Caudry? We got Dania, Jay Dang, Charlie Boy. What's up, man? Luke is in the building. MJ Evans, Nick, Jaguars, Ken Knowledge. What is up, man? We got a bunch of people in here. Thanks, guys, for being patient. This is my first test at a live stream since me and Jason's disastrous live stream that went on. Oh, that was bad. That's a lie. I did another live stream since then. I did a members only live stream. It was a lot of fun. I had members join. It was really cool. Hey, shout out to actually no, you changed your name. He's now Skidsy. Connor changed the name from C Skidsy to just Skidsy. So what's up, man? He says, Duval, what's up, brother? Thanks so much, man. Hey, and Jaguars United is in here right now, man. That's what's up. Thanks for joining, my man. Let me move this over here so I can read out the live chat without getting my face too turned. But hey, guys, Jason from Jaguars United is in the chat. If you guys haven't already, man, go subscribe to his channel. He goes live much more than me, and it's an awesome channel, man. We're trying to hold it down for Jaguars YouTube. Yeah, Luke was in the stream the other day. Luke Angus checked into the stream, and it was 1 a.m. from the United Kingdom. He was over, I think he said he was like an hour or two away from London. So, yeah, Jaguars not mentioned, dude. Tyson Alualu. He's not going to be on the Jaguars. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Because it sucks because of the time, man. It sucks because of the time. The timing literally came 10 days after he basically said that he was going to play for the Jaguars. Then he decides that he's going to go back to the Steelers. I don't know what made him change his mind. I don't know if it was because obviously he knows the deal with Jacksonville. He's been to Jacksonville, so it can't be the city. Maybe he was around and maybe he didn't like just the Urban Meyer and the whole thing going on there. Maybe he didn't want to go through another rebuild and he felt like it was going to be a rebuild. I don't know. It's really, really hard to tell. I didn't think that he would be a guy to do it. Obviously he wasn't coming in with a lot of money. Nick says it was his family. So he had a baby back in Pittsburgh. Okay. That makes a little more sense. It's just, you know what I mean? I wish it would have came quicker, man. Why make this decision after, the big fish are kind of reeled in? There's one guy that the Seattle Seahawks couldn't retain. His name is Jaron Reed. I don't know a lot about him, but a lot of people are super high on him. So, maybe Jaron Reed is a good guy to go after. Obviously, a big focus for me, man, we got to get the defensive line right. The defensive line was horrible last year. We did bring in some guys. We retained Adam Gotsis, which is pretty good. I really did like him. He's actually from Australia, oddly enough. And we brought in some defensive tackles and stuff. So, I don't know. We didn't do anything huge at the defensive line. Most of the big money kind of went to, Dania said he had COVID-19. I don't know. Yeah, most of the big money went to, Shaquille Griffin, the safety position with Rayshawn Jenkins. On top of my head, I can't think of the defensive lineman that we got. Jaguars. We got one over from the Ravens. Free agent. See. Sometimes I can't remember freaking names at the top of my head. Let's go to the Jaguars. So Shaquille Griffin, Roy Robertson Harris, the defensive tackle from the Bears. So we have him kind of manning the defensive tackle spot. He's kind of also plays the end spot. Jihad Ward, which he hasn't had a lot of production. He more so just came from being really recommended by the defense coordinator. So we'll see. But one thing that was interesting, we also got Malcolm Brown through trade. Sorry guys, I'm not super prepared for this stream. I just wanted to go live real quick. I'll be honest with you. I've been wanting to put out content for a little bit, been doing a little bit of stuff, but hey, I can't come in here with excuses. I just gotta kind of do my thing, man. But yeah, Jaron Reed, I think it's a good go after him, man, because like I said, I don't think our defensive line is done yet. You know what I mean? Like Urban Meyer said he wants a defensive line in the top fourth of the NFL. That's top 8. And at this point, we're not, this isn't top 8, man. George says Reed/Atkins/Short/D Jones, all guys we can re-sign, also trade for guys. Yeah, that's interesting. Like the Jaguars on defense, man, they are retaining a lot of players. They re-signed Josh Jones, yesterday? Sidney Jones. They got back Adam Gotsis. They brought back DeJuan Smoot. Let's see who else they brought back. So they brought back, Trey Herndon. They brought back a lot of dudes, and I guess it's always good when you bring back guys with some familiarity with the team. But at the same time, man, I would almost rather go out, like instead of signing a Josh Jones, let's just find another safety. I don't know. I would just rather go after like guys that are new, because no one really knows the defense. It's not like we're coming back and it's like, oh, they know the system. We have a brand new system. Why don't we bring guys in from actual winning cultures, guys that weren't around for all the suck, and just bring in some new blood? I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit overreaction from me. And yeah, Nick, yeah, they are 1-year deals, but I don't know. It's just it's interesting that we had a horrible defense, and we're just like re-signing guys from the same defense. It's really interesting. The Jags Nation, I thought Malik Hooker would be a good fit. Yeah, I mean, is Malik Hooker still out there, man? I like Malik Hooker. He played for Urban Meyer. Hooker. Let's see. Malik Hooker is he's a free agent. Yeah, man, bring him in. Have him, sign him on a 1-year deal, put him at free safety. Then you have him on the opposite side of Rayshon Jenkins. Man, I'm all about that. You wonder why he hasn't been signed yet. I know there's some injury things. Maybe Malik Hooker wants a multi-year deal. Maybe he feels he's worthy of a multi-year deal. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like maybe like teams don't want to give him that. And obviously, if you have an injury history, you don't really want to do that. So we'll see. Luke says, I think it's just for depth, and we know what we have in these defensive players. Yeah, that could be very true. And I've said it before, man. My expectation for this defense is like, I don't expect the defense to be great, really. Like I want the offenses to show out. Like, this year isn't all about playoffs. You know what I mean? This year is just about showing improvement, which will be nice, because this year, I don't have to actively root for the Jaguars to tank. Like if we're like 3-9 and it's like, look, the playoffs are doubtful, I still want to win games, because I want Trevor Lawrence to succeed, and I want Urban Meyer to succeed. You know what I mean? Last year it was honestly a lot easier to root for a tank last year, because as a lot of you guys know, I don't really like Gardner Minshew. I definitely didn't like Mike Glennon, and Jake Luton's just a guy, so I don't like any of them. Doug Marrone was as lame duck of a head coach as there could be, and I was a little bit worried about Dave Caldwell, maybe the Jaguars retaining him, just because he was making moves like he was tanking. I'm like, dude, if he's tanking and trying to put a bad roster out there, why would he do that knowing that, he's on the hot seat? But then it kind of came clear that Shad Khan had a lot of control of the roster, so I don't think he really wanted to dish out contracts like crazy. So yeah, I mean that's the thing. And then it was easier to root for a tank. This year's a lot different, man. I'll be able to root for the Jags all year, which will be awesome. But yeah, like one thing that if you guys, just so you guys know, man, I know you guys were in my last stream. It was disastrous. But I did upgrade my internet. I got AT&T fiber. I'm on this Stream Health. Everything looks excellent so far. So hopefully I never run into those kind of issues again. AT&T fiber is, everyone says it's great. So, yeah, hopefully I'm glad you guys can all hear me okay. So yeah, and also big shout out. I see some members dropping stuff, man. All the members drop your Duvals. Huge shout out to you guys, man. You guys really made me upgrading to AT&T fiber really possible. So, shout out to everybody in the Cub level, Big Cat level, and also shout out to everybody in the Pride of UCF Jaguar level. If you guys are interested in becoming members, you guys can for as low as $3 a month, and you guys get access to member-only perks such as I do member-only videos. I did a member-only live stream this week where you guys got to come in here and actually able to talk to me. David Bryan joined. Luke Angus joined too. It was a lot of fun. So Jaguars Ken Knowledge did not join, man. Next time, Jaguars Ken Knowledge, I want you in there. We got to talk, man. We got to talk. But King David says, wait, my internet went out, but did I read or hear that Tyson... Yeah, he went back to the Steelers, man. Tyson Alualu is no longer... he had a change of heart, which obviously we're all... obviously it's our own right to do that, I guess. I don't know. I guess he didn't really put pen to paper yet. You know what I mean? I guess... I don't know. That's strange. I guess he didn't put pen to paper because I don't think Shaquille Griffin could go out here and say, you know what, I don't want to do it. He signed a contract. He had his press conference, so I don't know. But yeah, it does kind of suck, but whatever. And also, one cool thing, let's go on a more positive note. I was doing some digging, some Trevor Lawrence digging, a lot this last couple days. One thing that I noticed that was cool, and I posted this on Twitter and Instagram. If you guys haven't already followed me on those sites, definitely do so. My Instagram and Twitter at UCF_Jaguar. I put this over here. But the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence follows all the Jaguars wide receivers on Instagram. He follows Marvin Jones, DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, and Colin Johnson. You know what I mean? Those are the four important ones. He follows all those guys on Twitter or on Instagram, which is dope because he has no connection to any of them. And also, he changed his bio on Twitter to be the same exact bio as the Jaguars. Like the Jaguars on Twitter has loading ... and Trevor Lawrence also has loading as his location ... So Trevor Lawrence is definitely going here. And it's crazy for me because I was in Jet Central stream last week about 4 or 5 days ago. And there are guys asking me hey man, is there any chance that Zach Wilson goes number one? And I'm like, and Jet Central's like, what do you think? Is there any chance? And I'm sitting here, I was like, I don't want to answer this question because it's a waste of time. That stuff deserves no airtime at all because it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's so stupid, and it's funny because Jets fans are sitting here convincing themselves that Zach Wilson is better than Trevor Lawrence. They all convince themselves of that. But if the Jaguars were to draft Zach Wilson number 1 overall, they would freak out, man. They'd be like, "Oh my God, we're getting Trevor Lawrence." But those same people right now are like, Zach Wilson's better. I prefer Zach Wilson. And maybe as that's what fans do. Maybe us as fans, if we were number 2, like we thought we were going to be all year, maybe we would sit here and say, "Oh, Zach Wilson, his pro day was awesome. This guy's going to be good." But you know what I mean? It's hard, man. I don't know. That's it. That's just my thoughts on it. But I'm so excited to get Trevor Lawrence, man. We deserve it, man. We deserve Trevor Lawrence. I'm just so excited that I feel like we're getting a great quarterback. Yeah, and AG says, honestly, if we had the second pick, I would convince myself that Zach Wilson is... Yeah, honestly, I probably would too, because that's us as fans. We want to be hyped about stuff. We want to convince ourselves of stuff. I will say, though, Zach Wilson, this offseason, his stock has rise, and the main thing about him is he makes throws that really are unreal. And, in the past, teams have been scared to get guys like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen because maybe the interception rate or whatever. But man, if you can make some of the throws at these crazy angles, that's stuff that you can't teach, you know what I mean? And it's that's stuff you can't teach. So like guys like Gardner Minshew, they just can't do it. So I don't know. Robert G says UCF, check Trevor's likes on Twitter. Yeah, he does like a picture of the Jaguar, like a Jaguars picture of him with Urban Meyer. He does like that. He doesn't follow the Jaguars just yet, but it's got to be to come. It's got to be to come. I wonder if Trevor Lawrence is going to be one of those guys, because one thing about athletes, I love when I see athletes that mention their team, like Jaguars wide receiver, Jaguars linebacker. I like when players like mention their team in their Twitter bios or Instagram bios. Or I wonder if he's going to be the guy like business inquiries over here, like doesn't mention anything about them. I don't know. It's always one thing I've noticed. Like it drove me nuts that Jalen Ramsey never would like mention his team. And he even like, he wouldn't post like profile pictures of himself like wearing Jaguar stuff. Like the only thing it would be like him in his like Pro Bowl shirt. I don't know. Jalen Ramsey I'm not going to get on a tangent about Jalen Ramsey, but Skizzy says, one of my 49ers fans said Trey Lance is a future Mahomes and Lawrence is going to be a bust, and he was serious too. Yeah, let's talk about that, man. One thing that was, obviously yesterday, man, freaking blockbuster trades happened. The 49ers moved up from number 12 to number 3 with the Dolphins, and the Dolphins quickly, like within 30 minutes, moved from number 12 to number 6. So Dolphins made out well, but man, like it's crazy. These trades really show you like the importance of the quarterback position in football, because man, like just this offseason, so much stuff has gone on. Whether you talk about the Carson Wentz being traded to the Colts, or like the Lions and Rams swapping quarterbacks to all this quarterback movement, and now we see teams like openly tanking like the Jaguars kind of were last year. Like, man, like, and the thing about Jimmy Garoppolo is like he's like a decent quarterback, you know what I mean? But like nowadays, man, you can't have like average quarterbacks. You have to really get above average quarterbacks. You have to get great like elite quarterbacks, or else like you're just going to be in mediocrity. And man, like it seems like every year the NFL is just, the quarterbacks just seem to get more and more important as the passing games continues to evolve, and as the quarterbacks continue to get more protected. We're seeing like quarterbacks just getting, paid and getting valued really high. And that's one thing great about the Jaguars just getting Trevor Lawrence on a rookie contract. It's going to be super, super exciting, man. Jaguars can launch as Trey Lance equals Blake Bortles. We'll see, man. Like I wonder what quarterback, like it made me think like what quarterback are the 49ers going to get? Because apparently the Eagles, who wound up trading back to number 12, from 6 to 12, apparently they wanted to trade up and get a quarterback, but the only quarterback they wanted was Zach Wilson. And that's the only quarterback they wanted to get, so they wound up trading back. I wonder if it seems like the Jets are definitely going to get Zach Wilson and the 49ers know that, I wonder what quarterback they're going after, man. Like Justin Fields' stock has like dropped like crazy. I mean, the whole entire college football season, he was like number 2, but now it's like he's number 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5. I wonder where he goes. You know what I mean? So what's the quarterback? Like, I mean, I would think it's Justin Fields, me personally. Like, if you're going to trade all that draft capital to move up like that, I would think that they'd probably go with the safest option. I feel like Justin Fields might be the safest. Trey Lance is a huge risk. You know what I mean? That's risky. He has very limited college football experience. And not only that, but at the level of play, you know what I mean? He's is Division 2 or 3 or whatever North Dakota State is. So, that's sketchy getting him. Mac Jones, Jones's stock has been rising like crazy, but you know what I mean? It seems like Mac Jones isn't the prototypical quarterback when it comes to speed, even though he ran a pretty decent 40. Nowadays, I think that's one thing that kind of happened wrong with Jared Goff. Jared Goff was drafted, and then quickly he became kind of a dinosaur in the NFL when it comes to that's not the ideal quarterback that people are really wanting to get. So Jaguars United said Lance will go before Fields. That's what I'm thinking, man. Like, if I were to sit here, as much as I say Fields, Lance, I really like Lance. I think Trey Lance is he's exciting. He has an awesome body type. He can run well. He has a pretty much a cannon, but maybe they draft him and let him sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo a little bit. He needs to sit, even though, when you're drafting quarterbacks in the top 3, very seldomly do those quarterbacks really sit behind, really sit for very long. It's usually like the starting quarterback sucks for a couple of weeks. Even if Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't really suck, he's just, I think it's just driving the 49ers crazy that he's very rarely available. I mean, he's always on the injury report. They did adamantly state that they don't want to trade him. So I don't know. Maybe they try him out for a year. Jimmy Garoppolo's there to play quarterback. If he gets hurt, almost if and when he gets hurt, then they have whatever quarterback's going to back him up. Trey Lance back there, and then they get his shot. I don't know, but I mean, lately Jimmy Garoppolo gets hurt, and it's the Nick Mullins, C.J. Beathard, kind of quarterback carousel, and it just never really worked out. So I don't know, but it's definitely big stuff. We know that, I guess, Tua, they believe in Tua over there. I mean, man, if I were the Dolphins, and it's crazy, like Laramie Tunsil's gas mask has affected so many drafts. Like, we just thought that NFL draft, it was going to affect that draft because, Laramie Tunsil fell. But, dude, like, Laramie Tunsil fell, and then obviously the Dolphins snag him. Couple years later, the Dolphins trade him to the Texans. They get 2 first-round picks out of that. Then the Dolphins flipped one of those first-round picks into 2 additional first-round picks. So Laramie Tunsil's gas mask has affected not only the 2016 NFL draft, but the 2020 NFL draft through the 2022 NFL draft. It's amazing, man. It's amazing. David Bryan says, Trey Lance has some speed for his size. Yeah, he does, man. He kind of looks like a Cam Newton, doesn't he? David Bryan says Pitts will be a top 7. Yeah, I agree. I know, like I said on Jet Central stream, I think it's tough. Like, I don't like talking about Trevor Lawrence, about like Zach Wilson maybe going number 1 because it's not going to happen. I kind of feel the same way about Kyle Pitts. I don't see that happening. I mean, would we really want to give up 2 first-round picks to move up and get Pitts? I mean, you look at it, the 49ers gave up 2 first-round picks to move from number 12 to number 3. Pitts is probably going to top 6, top 7. The amount of draft capital moved from 25 to 6 or 7 for a tight end. I shouldn't even say tight end. For a non-quarterback, it's not worth it to me, man. It's not worth it. And I know I love Kyle Pitts. I don't think anybody doesn't love Kyle Pitts, but as much as we talk about Kyle Pitts, the Dolphins are talking about him. Bengals fans are talking about him. I know all these different YouTubers, they're all like wanting him, and we want him too, but we're picking number 25. You know what I mean? It's hard, man. It's hard. Alex Beach says if Pitts falls past 15, I'll donate 500. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm not going to get that donation because he's not falling. But you don't need. Yeah, I don't need. You don't need. You can keep that money yourself, man. You keep the 500. Harv says, you think we could somehow trade for Pitts too alongside Trevor? I like I said, I don't think. I know, I'm sometimes like I just got to talk people down from stuff, man. It's you know what I mean. I'm sorry. It's just I just don't think it's gonna happen. Clint says I just want safety Morik on the Jags or secondary rubies. That's true, but at the same time, man, like I almost want man, can you imagine going crazy on offensive weapons in the first round? Like, obviously you get Trevor Lawrence number 1, 25 overall, maybe get a wide receiver. 33, get like a future left tackle to replace Cam Robinson. Your second round pick, get like Brevin Jordan, the tight end out of Miami. Then it's like, damn, dude, we got some juice on the offense. You know what I mean? And I don't know, safeties for me. I mean, he's the best safety probably in the draft, and he might fall to 25 just because kind of similar to really like running backs, like they get safeties aren't valued super high. Now sometimes they can get. I mean we've seen the Seahawks trade 2 first-round picks for Jamal Adams because nowadays as tight ends get more utilized, and maybe when the Seahawks made that trade, they said, look, like we have the defending Super Bowl champions, the San Francisco 49ers in our division. We have to run through them to get to to win a division. Maybe they said, look, their best player is Kittle. We need to get a guy that can neutralize Kittle. So maybe that went into it. I don't know, but yeah, it's I would rather, honestly, I like Brevin Jordan a little bit more than Freiermuth when I look at it a little bit more. And I think we can get him later, it seems like, from what mock drafts do. Charlie Boy says, make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, that's true, man. Go definitely hit up the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you guys can. We have 206 people in here. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see if we can get these likes up to 100. What's called? Shout out to diehard Giants fan. He says Giants over poop, Jaguars poop. Oh no, he said Jaguars over shitty or Giants over shitty Jaguars. Well, thank you for the $2 donation, and yeah, that's your opinion. That's your opinion, man. We all got opinions, and opinions are like assholes. We all have one, and some stink more than others. So we can be the judge of that. Duval Knoll says, what's up, UCF Jag? Go Jags. Always down with my Jags. Win or lose. Jags until I die. Go Jags. Hell yeah, man. Welcome to the stream, Duval Knoll. And thank you for your support. Jimmy Brown says, a tight end from Bowling Green is like a clone of Smith. We'll see, man. Alex says, go Jags. Chris Bright says, Pitt's not. Yeah, I agree. AG says, have fun with Daniel Jones. Yeah, that's they're kind of in the same situation. I mean, actually, they're in a better situation, or the Jets are in a better situation because, the Jets can pretty much easily move off of Sam Darnold, but it's not often where. I'll just say this: I'm just very, very blessed that the Jaguars are in a situation that we're in, where we can get Trevor Lawrence. I'm very excited. Verzaz uprising with the Duval emojis. Thank you, man. Thank you. Ravenclaw, who do you want or think the Jags pick at 25? I don't know, man. That's a good question. I feel like we might go offensive weapon. I mean, what if they were to, and I'm not a big proponent of running backs in the first round, what if they got like ETN or something? A true air back. Like that would add a really cool dynamic or an extra dimension, to the offense. I don't know. We're not going to go tight end. There's not going to be a tight end worth that spot at number 25. We'd have to go that in the second round. We could always get one of these wide receivers. I think Kadarius Toney would be awesome, just as because you look at the offense and you have your kind of deep speed threats with DJ Chark and Marvin Jones. We got those big body guys that those guys have. We have Laviska Shenault that takes the ball. He mows over people. Great after contact. But we need kind of a shifty dude out there, man. A guy that can stop on a dime, juke some guys out, has great vision through traffic. Guys like Kadarius Toney, guys like Rondale Moore could potentially have that. I don't want Bateman as much as Alex Beach mentions, just because he's kind of a bigger body guy. I don't want that as much. I want guys that are super versatile in there. So, and that's one reason why maybe ETN would be cool, because if you use somebody like that right, man, a 1-2, not even necessarily a 1-2 punch, just, even just putting ETN in there. Like, one thing that I think is really cool is the way the Browns use their wide receivers, or not their wide receivers, but their running backs, because it's not because they use Chubb and Hunt a lot of times as 3-down backs. Like, they'll give them drives. Like, they're like, all right, 3 downs. Like, you get 6 or 7 consecutive plays. We might spell you for a play, but you go back in there. That would be kind of cool if they did something similar like that. I don't know. There's so many different ways. I'm fascinated to see how Darrell Bevel and because with Doug Marrone, it was pretty and stuff like that. It was pretty easy to know how we're going to use our running backs. We're going to have bell cows. We're going to get running backs that have over 20 carries a game. I'd love to see kind of what Urban Meyer and company do. Sam Black, thoughts on switching to a 3-4? I think that's cool. I think that I like it. But I think the main thing I like is that I think we finally have a defense coordinator that will finally just use different looks because it was just such boring defense that what's his face that Todd Wash used, and it was predictable. Defense has talked about how great, how easy it was to kind of play against him. Like if you look at the way, God, what's the defense coordinator? Sorry guys, I blank out on names all the time. But the defense coordinator, the way that he uses so many different fronts, so overload size, so put guys, way outside the offensive tackles. Like it seems like we're gonna get a lot more creative, and it almost seemed like with Todd Wash, it's almost like you've been in the job for 7 years, and it's like you start to get comfortable. Your quality of work goes down because you've been in it so long. It seemed like that was the case with Todd Wash, and it was pathetic. Like we had to beg him to start blitzing, and he kind of finally did. But thank God he's out of here. He didn't even get another defense. He didn't get another defense coordinator job. And it's funny, even after having the best defense in the NFL in 2017, he got no looks at as a head coach. So yeah, Joe Cullen, thank you. But yeah, Tequila Mockingbird says, every time I get drunk and take a nap, I wake up to some bullshit. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, what's up, Tequila Mockingbird? Welcome. Joe Park says, Trevor's going to throw over 40 touchdowns his rookie year. I hope so, man. I hope so. David Bryan says, Josh Allen will get better. He had a rough second year with injury. Yeah, I agree. And yeah, you just need more guys on the defensive line, man. And it seems like we finally got some guys. We'll see kind of what more players that we attack in this upcoming draft for sure. Charlie Boy says, what color Trevor Lawrence jersey are you guys going to get? Well, I got a black Josh Allen. Probably going to go with teal, man. Love teal. Washington State Jags fan in the building. What's up, man? He says, with the draft closing in, I am finally getting excited after writing last season off. Dude, you're telling me, man, it sucked. I don't even know. Last season wasn't fun. I'll just say that. Because honestly, usually guys, when the Jaguars play on Sunday, that should be the best time of the week. We should be so excited for Sunday to be able to watch our Jaguars. I should be over here streaming every game. We should be getting hyped together. We should be getting pissed off together. We should be sad together. We should be riding all waves of emotions together. But this year, a lot of us we didn't care, man. We just didn't care. Jaguars were on. Jaguars were just on. You know what I mean? I was more focused on red zone than the Jaguars, and that's never the case. You know what I mean? And it sucked. I hope I never had to go through that again. But obviously, we were tanking because, we were cheering for us to lose because so many times, guys, we've been drafting number 5 overall, 6 overall, 7 overall, 8 overall, and it just we never got any impact. We never had the quarterback fall to us. Last year, I think we were drafting number 9. We saw 3 quarterbacks go before we could pick. You know what I mean? It's different this year, man. And honestly, last year, this year, in 2020, I've said this before, we had statistically, record-wise, the worst season we've ever had in franchise history. But the team didn't look that much worse than any other team that we've had when we've gone 5-11, 6-10, 4-12, whatever. We didn't. But, finally we just lose all the games. We tank. We get one of the best quarterback prospects to ever come out, and then we roll with it. And then now, we never had to cheer for losing again. Even like I said earlier, even if we're 3-9 and mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, we can still root for the Jaguars because we want great things from Trevor Lawrence. We want him to improve. We want Urban Meyer to be great. We finally do want to build that, that culture that we've been wanting. So yeah. Phil says, why do people like college football over the NFL? Any NFL team would beat any college team. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like college football as much. I like NFL because you know all the players a lot better. College football, these guys are in 2 years out. It's just I don't know. There's so many games. A lot of games just don't appeal to me at all. Like there could be a seventh ranked Oklahoma State team playing a third ranked Oklahoma game. I don't care. I mean, I watch UCF games. I have pride in UCF. I'll watch some SEC games, most particular. I always like the Alabama, Auburn, LSU. I always like those trio of teams. I think they have good stuff. But I don't know. College football, I know it, especially we're in the South, man. We have a lot of Florida fans, FSU fans in it. I'm not as into it. And plus, NFL, you have the fantasy football aspect. ATL says, I got a black James Robinson jersey. Should I continue buying black or just switch to teal? It's up to you, man. Whatever you like. I mean, the Jaguars are still going to wear black, which I do like the black uniforms. I like them a lot, but I want to wear black like once a year. I want to wear it on our night game. I want to wear black on black. I think black on white should be thrown away and never worn again. I think it's an awful look. My favorite look is teal on white. I love the teal on white look. My second favorite, I do like the white on black look. I like the white jerseys. I do. Like, I know a lot of people think our uniforms are too basic, but really after the uniforms from 2013 to 2017, that era where there was just so much going on with the uniforms, like I grew an appreciation for just a simple look. And I think the teal on white, that's my favorite look. I think that's a great look. Hey, shout out to Surfing Nerd 21 for joining the Big Cat level. Thank you so much, man. You are the man. Go ahead and drop your Duval emojis down below. And all members join in doing that. But welcome, Surfing Nerd, man. Thank you so much for joining the membership. White Ox says, I miss our 2017 uniform. I don't, man. I don't at all. There was just too much going on, man. We had like black, teal, gold, white. Like it was just a jumble. You had the patch. I just thought it looked ugly. Mana Crusades. Yeah, college football is different. These players aren't sitting on a contract, but I've seen them do it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think back in the day, players would stay for 4 years more often. But now, dude, like players have a 6th round grade and they want to leave. Like there's players that are declaring early and not getting drafted. It's just, I don't know. I just don't like it as much. Joe Park says, yeah, I kind of hope they change up the helmet logo a little bit. Yeah. I hope they, I wish we could do throwbacks more, but I will say this. Like, I know a lot of people want throwbacks a lot. I only want to do throwbacks when we're good again. You know what I mean? I want us to have a good team because, man, I don't want to tarnish. Because I think one thing that makes our old uniform so great, the one with the Jaguar on the side, is that we were good in that area. Like, we were good in those uniforms. You know what I mean? Like, I think that was one thing that's nostalgic about it. Like, and I think that's one reason why people might like our 2013 to 2017 uniforms is that our last year wearing those uniforms, we made the playoffs. And obviously, it was a great year. So, I don't know. But I'm not a huge fan of it. We have 204 people in here, 84 likes. 16 more likes, man. Let's help me hit 100. And says, my friend told me Alualu didn't re-sign because of a flight delay. I don't know, man. I think I heard that he had some family back home or something. I don't know. He had a baby that he didn't want to leave. Who knows? Jimmy says a 33 fire move. The longer we get safety and tight end solidified. I think they're comfortable rolling out Jenkins and Jared Wilson at safety. Urban Meyer did say that he wants to build from the defensive line back, so I think they're cool at safety. They address cornerback a good bit. Hopefully CJ Henderson continues to develop. He started off strong. Didn't do as well, then got injured. So we need to still kind of see out of him. So yeah, we'll see. Volkfang, according to ESPN, his teammate with the Steelers asked him to stay for slightly less money. Yeah, we're hearing all kinds of reports. Clint says, I heard Alualu didn't re-sign because of a bad batch of popcorn. Who knows, man? Danny says, I want Trevon Moehrig. Yeah, it'll be fascinating to see what we do at pick number 25 because, man, there's really nothing out there. I think we can finally, I guess before free agency, we said that the only position we won't get is quarterback and linebacker at that spot. I think after free agency, we can probably mark off cornerback. I think with, C.J. Henderson on one side and Shaquille Griffin on the other side, you got a first-round pick and a decent-sized contract locked down at those spots. You're going to go cheaper. It's going to be a competition between Sidney Jones and Trey Herndon at the nickel, so you're going to go kind of cheap there. And I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get Moehrig at 25. I feel like they're comfortable with Jared Wilson and Jenkins over there. So I think Jaguars are going to go heavy on offense because the Jaguars went pretty heavy on defense and free agency. I think we're going to try to do some offense in a draft, I have a feeling. Shout out to Matt Janiga with the $5 donation. Here's to a 2022 playoff run. Feeling good about this offense, dude. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. 2021 is going to be a lot of fun because we do get to see Trevor Lawrence out there. And, I mean, we can even, like I've been saying, I think we can really push for a playoff spot solely based on the division that we're in. You know what I mean? We don't, like the Tennessee Titans, I think, got worse this offseason. They were just really, I mean, they didn't necessarily gut their roster, but they got rid of a lot of guys. And the Colts probably improved a little bit. I mean, we'll see what they have. I mean, obviously Carson Wentz, big question mark. Whether or not he does good or bad, one thing that we know is that he has a really bad injury history. The guy's never played a complete season, I don't think. At least if he has, he's only played like one. Let me turn this down. If he has, he's only played like one, full season. But he's also been inconsistent. Last year, he was not good. He was not good last year, so we'll see. But thank you for the $5 donation, man. And obviously, the Jaguars could have done nothing. The Jaguars could have done nothing this offseason, and they would have been better than the Texans because the Texans have just completely imploded. You know what I mean? It's a rough situation over there. It's tough to be a Texans fan for sure. Bobby says Carson has 3 healthy seasons. Last year he was pulled. Has he had 3? I didn't know he had that many. It seems like he was always like playing on that robotic leg. But yeah, last year he got pulled. So we'll see, man. He's back with his old offense coordinator. So we'll see. I would say that I hope the best for him, but I really don't. I don't wish injury on him. But I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm cheering for Carson. I'm not cheering. I think Carson is kind of a bitch, I'll be honest with you. So I'm not gonna be rooting for him. Phil says I'm not sold. Yeah, I read that. Sorry. James says, are you a fan of destroying? I am not a fan of destroying. Primarily because the UCF, they help make him big, and then he turns around and tries to sue UCF. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I got to say about it. I'm not a big, honestly, a lot of these big YouTubers, I think they have fake personas. He even like had a GoFundMe going so he could help pay for his dorm rooms at UCF. And then he didn't even like stay at UCF. He moved away. So like he collected a lot of GoFundMe money and just took the money and dipped. You know, I don't have respect for kind of people that do that kind of stuff. Surfing nerd. I still love Minshew though, so my heart is torn because Trevor, I feel, could be great. Yeah, I'm not. You guys kind of know how I feel about Minshew. I mean, I've been known as a Minshew hater. I mean, he just drove me nuts as quarterback, man. I thought I hated seeing him jump into sacks, which he forced himself to get sacked a lot. He didn't like to throw the ball downfield at all. So you look at his stats and he goes, oh, his completion percentage is pretty good. Touchdown to interception ratio is pretty good, but he just didn't take risks, man. Like I literally like Matt Glennon in there a little bit more because he could rip the ball. Like he could throw the ball deep and stuff. But you know, I don't hate Gardner Minshew or anything. I do wish him success. I really do. But with the Jaguar situation right now, I think I think Minshew haters and Minshew believers can shake hands and agree that Trevor's the guy. That's for sure. He says Lawrence's surgery was his non-throwing shoulder. His rehab probably insequential. Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah. True Seminole, what do you think about Gus Malzahn at UCF? I love it, man. I love it. Thank you, Tennessee, for poaching Josh Heupel from us. I mean, like Tennessee grabs the UCF's offense coordinator, which kind of sucked because he did do some good things at UCF. So I was like, that sucks, but whatever. But then the greatest thing Danny White ever did for us was take Josh Heupel away from us. UCF, they don't have a lot of money, so they probably couldn't afford to buy out his contract. But dude, he took him over there, and talk about an upgrade, man. Josh Heupel to Gus Malzahn, that's a huge upgrade, man. I'm happy with it. Jason says, bro, we got Shaquille. Where's Shaquem? I don't know, man. I mean, Shaquem basically is saying that he's going to Jacksonville, but nothing's been made official. I don't know. I don't know what they're waiting for. Antonio says Rondale Moore ran a 4.27. Yeah, there's a lot of good wide receivers in this draft. So I'm thinking a guy like that could fall to us. But man, like, imagine our offense with like DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, Marvin Jones. You add in like, Rondale Moore, Kadarius Toney. You get like Brevin Jordan in the second round. Man, I would love that, man. That's some offensive weapons for us. Jaguars nice says Aaron runs fast at pro. That's true, man. Pro days, man. Sometimes they have it a little bit, slanted on these 40s. So that's the thing. That's these are unofficial times. So like they can kind of, I don't know. That's why you usually take the 40-yard times at the NFL Combine. But obviously they didn't have it this year. So it's interesting. Luke says 110 likes. Let's go. All right. I like it. Ark says, TBH, we don't need any more wideouts. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can use enough wideouts. And also another thing, Colin Johnson. I'd like to see how Colin Johnson progresses because, man, like that guy's huge. He's like, what, 6'6", and he can literally do a backflip. Like, I have a picture on my Instagram after the Colts game. He did a backflip on a field. So, that could be a real sleeper. I'm not gonna, put my money on a 6th round or 5th round guy wherever we got him. But dude's definitely got some potential. Clarence says we can sign Geno Atkins, Jay Reed, or K Shore for D-line help. Absolutely, man. After all backed out, like, we need to make sure the defensive line is straight. So David says we have 6 wide receivers already. Yeah, but I don't think Philip Dorsett makes the team. I'll be honest with you. I don't think that's happening. But I mean, the Jaguars, the only wide receiver they have to pay soon is DJ Chark. So I don't know. Man of Crusades, y'all have a great night. Thanks, man. You too. Drop a like before you leave, for sure. And also, if you guys aren't already, man, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at UCF_Jaguar. Also, hit up the Flick chat down below. I'm going to give away 2 Trevor Lawrence jerseys after the draft. And the only way to get that is to join the Flick chat app. Join my group down below. So definitely hit that up. The Rim says, if the Jags drafted Wilson over Lawrence, that would have been the equivalent of picking Ryan Leaf over Manning. That's true, man. And a lot of people, even if it does turn out that, because like, they're all saying that, maybe Zach Wilson has a better career, which maybe he does. Like, if, like I would, like, if you're to proposition me that, say Zach Wilson turns into Russell Wilson, and because Russell Wilson and Andrew Luck were in the same draft, but Russell Wilson probably turned out better than Andrew Luck. But if Zach Wilson turns out to be Russell Wilson and Jaguars get Andrew Luck, I'm okay with that, man. I'm okay with that trade-off. Go with it, because right now the Jaguars, like, if you're the Jaguars organization, you can't take that risk. You had to take Trevor Lawrence. It's different if you're the Chargers, who always do great at drafting quarterbacks. It's different if you're the Steelers and you're always getting good quarterbacks. They can probably afford to take that risk, but the Jaguars never really having a franchise quarterback. I guess you can make the argument for Mark Brunell. But, we're not in position to do that. We've got to, we've got to take the more sure bet. Serving we can't predict the future, but I think we could be in for a good season. I agree, man. I agree. Even 8-8 will be exciting. You know what I mean? Like, I just want, I want to see great quarterback play. That's the main. I just want, like, my main thing. I want to see our offense firing on all cylinders. Like I said, man. Like, I only want, like, the Jaguars. Jaguars. My expectation for the defense is, excuse me, just hold the team to 28 points. Just hold the opposing team to 28 points. Like literally the Titans did that this year, and they won the AFC South championship, or they won the AFC South. You know what I mean? Like, that's my expectation for the defense. Just holding them to 28 points to let our offense do the work. You know what I mean? And then in 2021 or 2022, when we're really ready to push for a playoff spot, that's when we can start really trying to build a defense and do stuff there. So we'll see. Joe Park says DJ Chark about to become a top 5 receiver because of Chark. Yeah, that's my thing. I think DJ Chark is extremely underrated. Like, I think it was this horrible quarterback play last year. Like, a lot of things, a lot of us highlighted Curtis Samuel, because, like, he doesn't have great stats, but you look at it and Teddy Bridgewater's throws were all over the place this year. DJ Chark didn't get that much of a focus on that just because he's not a free agent, but the same thing happened to him, man. Like, he was just open. He was getting frustrated, rightfully so. I mean, we've all seen frustrated wide receivers. Throwback to Al Robinson. But, you know what I mean? I think Trevor Lawrence, and I think he's very excited for Trevor Lawrence too. Jimmy says, we now could use another defensive tackle, safety, any pass rush. Free agency gave us a few pieces, but it's far from good. Yeah, that's the thing, man. We got a lot of holes to fill. And it's funny because people say to me, they're like the people, like, don't you hate the people like, Trevor Lawrence isn't going to fix all our issues. Trevor Lawrence isn't going to magically come in and make the Jaguars go to the playoffs. It's like, yeah, no, duh. But, dude, we have another first-round pick. We got 2 second-round picks. We have a third-round pick, 2 fourth-round picks. We have all this draft capital. Like, it's not like we're going into the 2021 NFL draft and we're only going to get Trevor Lawrence. And they're like, all right, Trevor Lawrence, do what you can with this roster. Dude, we got a lot of players coming in. Hopefully, the Jaguars can, do some great things, with these draft picks. You know what I mean? Because, man, if they could really hit, that would be huge. That would be freaking huge. And, Trevor Lawrence is coming to town, but we got more stuff too. Mr. Galactic, do you think it's logical to trade up for Pitts? No, I do not. I mean, like I was saying earlier, the 49ers traded 2 first-round picks to move up from 12 to number 3. How many draft picks will it take for us to move from 25 to, like, number 6? All that for a non-quarterback. It just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? We need to just accept that the Jaguars aren't getting Pitts, because I don't think a lot of Jaguar fans have accepted that yet. Ryan Deal, who do y'all think is better, Visca or DJ? I mean, I think they're good in their own ways. DJ Chark, I think, is able to put up higher receiving yards and more touchdowns. And I think Laviska Shenault will be have more receptions, yards after contact kind of thing. Raven says first 7 picks in the first rounds. We're good. Yeah, exactly, man. And we also, not only that, we have the first pick in every single round. Like, come on, man, come on. Or maybe not the 6th, 7th round. I don't know what we've been trading random stuff, so I don't know what we have there, but it's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait for the draft. We are, I believe, 33 days away from Trevor Lawrence, from putting a ring on it, man. I am pumped. Cass says Kyle Pitts is gonna fall 15 to 20. You're a little more optimistic than me. Clint says 2 5th-round picks. It's going to be a great draft. I can't wait. Meyer knows his stuff. I honestly thought the free agency period was really well. Yeah, it was. I thought we did kind of average. I thought it was average. I mean, I thought it was good that, because we didn't go out there and spend a lot of money. But really, if you're any team besides the Patriots, I don't know if you're like super excited, but we did solid things. We got some guys to kind of fill out the roster. We spent some money at cornerback and safety. We didn't give up a lot of money for Marvin Jones. So, it's good. And then next year, cap goes up. We get to kind of see what the Jaguars missed on in the draft. And, we can hit it in free agency. Phil says, what's your favorite type of pizza? Well, I love pepperoni. Other than that, man, I do really like getting buffalo chicken pizza. I think that's great. I really like barbecue chicken pizza, like getting like chicken, onion, all that stuff on a pizza. Barbecue. I really love all that. I'm not a pineapple on a pizza person. If you like pineapple on your pizza, good for you. I'm not gonna judge you like it seems like society does, but this is not for me. I don't like pineapples in general, but I do like me some pizza, man. It's sometimes you're just in a mood for some fat slices of pizza. Zach says Colin Johnson and Visca both have YouTube channels. They're active AF on it. They just put out a Q&A. Pretty interesting. Dude, I gotta hit that up, man. I gotta see if they want to come on a channel. You guys think they would come on? Let me look them up real quick. What's it called? Which one said that? Yo, Zach, I'm going to let's see. Zach Lyon, I just put you as a moderator. Do me a favor. I want you to drop their YouTube channels down below and let's comment on their most recent videos. UCF Jaguar brought me here. Do that. So drop their if you can, man, drop their links down below, and we're gonna raid their comments and say UCF Jaguar brought me here. I wanna do that. Will says, bro, you're sleeping on pineapple pizza. It's not good on pizza by itself, but by itself it slaps. Yeah, I'm just not a pineapple guy, man. I do like me some fruit though. Joe says UCF need to apply for that media permit so you can go to all the games up close. Yeah, but I like to do the games with you guys, man. I wanna stream the games at my house. I want to do live reactions. So yeah. Yeah, man, I like that. And that's one thing about I like I like, because I feel like if I were to do sports media professionally, I don't know if some of my passion would go out for football. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna look up their channel real quick. Let's see, Colin Johnson. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's actually got a. Okay, so let's. All right, so I pulled up this video. I'm going to copy. Let's see. All right, guys, I just dropped. Hold on. I just dropped a link to Colin Johnson's most recent YouTube video. Go on his video and comment, UCF Jaguar brought me here. And yeah, there we go. All right, I dropped Colin Johnson's video. Let's go raid the comment section. Let's go UCF Jaguar raid this thing. Jack's history commented. I like it. Let me go on here. Let me mute. Because I want to try to maybe get him on the channel. You guys think he would do it? Oh, hell yeah, dude. I see the comments coming in, man. I see the comments coming in. Dude, let's see. I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow. And see if he wants to do a collab with me. Come on my channel. I can interview him. Maybe he can tell me how excited he is for Trevor Lawrence. He won't, but that's cool. But yeah, man, I'm gonna drop the link one more time. Go over there, let him know UCF Jaguar sent you, and that'd be super dope. 500, dude. I get more views than this guy. 562 views on a video. Come on, man. Oh, hell yeah. All right, you guys are rating, dude. I love it. Thank you guys, man. Let's see. Does he reply to comments? Oh, he hasn't. Okay, I see one. So he replies to some. So he's gonna get the notifications, that's for sure. All right, cool. I'm gonna refresh one more time. You guys are awesome. We'll see. Hey, if he comes on a channel, it's because of you guys, man. Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys. I'm gonna make this happen, man. I'm gonna make this happen. I got Dewan Smoot on the channel a couple years ago, because of his because he started up a YouTube channel. I got him a lot of subs, and that was back in 2018, 3 years ago, when I probably had like 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers. So, thank you guys. You guys are the best. We're showing him the power of UCF Jaguar Nation, dude. This is where it's at, man. This is where Jaguar content is at. Me and Jaguars United, trying to bring it to you guys. But I'm gonna watch that video. I was already subscribed to Colin Johnson. I didn't know that, but you know his stuff isn't really coming up. I mean, his stuff doesn't go on my feed. Ooh, LaVisca has a channel too. Let me see what LaVisca does. Pause this. LaVisca doesn't post much on YouTube. We'll get Colin Johnson in here though. That's who we're gonna get. Surfing Nerd. I dislike the Patriots very much. I don't really hate the Patriots that much. I don't hate Tom Brady that much. Super Gamer Boy. That one answer by Colin Johnson made me LOL. Yeah, Zach. If Colin Johnson gets on the channel, I got to shout you out, man. The Rim, well, you got 20 plus comments on them. I like them all. Hell yeah. Phil says, I bet you could get Trevor on here next year. I don't know, man. He might be a little too high profile. I'm more about the guys that sign the 1-year deals and the 5th, 6th round draft picks, you know. But hey, you never know. Get them to start YouTube channels and I'll get them on. I want to have Trevor mic'd up every game. Hell yeah. Why, Doc? Can you start making more videos? I'm always waiting for you and Jaguars United to post. You know, I wish I could post more, man. I wish I could do daily posts. It's just, man, I got a full-time job, and I work more than 40 hours a week there. You know, I have my own personal life with, I got my girlfriend, which, as you guys know, if you have a girlfriend or wives or whatever, like, you're gonna have to spend some time with them. I'm in a brand. I mean, I guess I've been in this house for a year, but it's a new construction, so I'm always working on new like projects around the house. Next thing, I'm gonna put a new chandelier in the kitchen. So I really, and also like videos. It's not like when I do a video. That's one reason why I like doing live streams, because it's very easy. I can throw on the camera. I can dedicate an hour or so to it, and it's good to go. Videos, like, really have to I have to do a lot of research. I have to, I don't have a script, but I write down bullet points about me, what I want to talk about, and make sure I hit those, because I want to make sure my videos are on point. I don't like stutter too much over my words. And then you have to go through and edit, and I have to go through the uploading process, which takes a little bit of time. But you know what I mean? I wish so bad that I could do more videos, but maybe one day I'll blow up a lot, and I'll have a huge channel where maybe this could be full time. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. That's a dream for sure. But Charlie Boy says this man's hitting up the gym too. You know it, bro. You know it. I've checked this app. I got this. I go to Orange Theory. The month of March, from March 3rd to now, I have ran a total of 30 miles. I'm trying to start seeing a belly kind of appear. I want to stay in good shape, man. I don't want to let myself, I don't want to get the COVID body. I think dad bods look great, but I don't know if I really want that just yet. 27 years old, still young, so Alex says, will you come out with a mock draft anytime soon? Yeah, I'll probably do one like a week or so before the draft. Like, what I want, my next focus, I want to make a very long video about really exactly what the Jaguars did on the roster, who we cut, who we added on, all that stuff. I want to really go into depth on that, and I can start pumping out draft content videos for sure. Ryan Deal says, I want to see part 2 of The Hunt. Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. Beanie Baby says, can't wait to meet you at the game, bro. Hell yeah. yeah, man, if you guys ever want to meet me at a game, I'll let you know where I'm at. And we can hit. I've done that a lot, man. People come meet up with me. It's really cool. The N says, I liked all of Colin Johnson's comments. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for the support. I love it. Joe Park says, what record would you consider to be successful for the Jags next year? To be successful? I mean, honestly, like, even if you go 7-9, that's a 6-game improvement. You know what I mean? I hope to do better than 7-9, but, 7-9, 8-8, that might be the target. But I mean, I'm shooting for the moon. I'm going into next year with the hopes that we go to the playoffs. You know what I mean? I'm going to be rooting my ass off every game. It's just one game at a time. Beat the opponent next to you. We have a last place schedule. We play the Houston Texans twice this year, who are pretty bad. So, I mean, we'll see, man. Zach, I commented on this video. This is a video we commented on. Yeah, like it's. I know there might be 17 games next year. It hasn't been super confirmed. I mean, if there are 17 games, it benefits the Jaguars because apparently that extra game is going to be from a division in the NFC, and it's going to be like the last place team. So it's looking like it might be the Falcons. So the Jaguars would basically be getting the Broncos. They'd be getting, like, as the last place schedule, they'd be getting the Broncos, they'd be getting the Bengals, and they'd be getting the Falcons. You compare that to, like, the Titans. The Titans would be getting the Chiefs, they'd be getting the Steelers, and they'd be getting the Saints. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's a lot different, man. Like, that could be, that right there, that could be the 3-game difference where the Jaguars overtake them. So we'll see. Alex Beach says 17-0 next year. Yeah, Alex Beach says, you think we're going to go 16-1? You're a hater. 17-0, baby. I love it. I love it. Washington State Jags fan says 19-0. Hell yeah, man, dude. That'd be something. That'd be something. Ravenclaw says, just followed your Insta. Good night and go Jags. Hell yeah. If you guys can, man, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at UCF_Jaguar. I post a lot on both of those. I've been posting even on my Instagram a lot more. I know we all like that. Double tapping on my pictures. Really appreciate that. David says, we'll beat the Bengals and Jets next year. Oh, that Jets game, like, I've always been wondering, man, will the Jaguars get any Sunday night games or Monday night games this year? If we get a Sunday night or Monday night game, it would be, it'd probably be a Sunday night game because Sunday night games, they can flex us out of it. And Monday night games, you're stuck there. So the Jaguars completely suck. They might flex us out of Sunday night football. But, if we do get a game, it would probably be, New York Jets get a Monday, Sunday night game every year. They get at least usually 2. So maybe the Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence game, maybe they make that a Sunday night game. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Cobcorn says, you're the bomb, UCF. Tick, tick, boom. It's a Lil Wayne song. We getting money, yeah. I'm not about the rap, but Caleb says, I want Lawrence mic'd up week 1. I want Lawrence mic'd up every day of his life. I Am Meat says, I just followed you on Twitter. Go Jags. Hell yeah, man. I'm on the road on Twitter. I'm on the road to 3,000 followers and on Instagram to 2,000 followers. I want to keep building this thing big, man, because I've learned this week that there are some of the, like, Twitter, man, that is a bad atmosphere. I realized this week, man. People, I have a lot, it's very strange, and I hate to say this, but I have a lot of, haters of me on Twitter out there, and I don't know why, man. I'm honestly a good person. I'm very interactive with the fan base. I think, and it's weird for me to say this, but I honestly think there are people that are jealous of me out there. And one thing I've learned about YouTube is that, dude, there are just a lot of jealous people out there in the world. People on Jaguars Twitter might see my Twitter account blowing up, and they're seeing me pass a bunch of people and followers, and they're this guy's posts YouTube videos, they suck. He doesn't know anything. How is he they go out there and these people don't follow me, but I'll make a tweet and like a minute later, they're quote tweeting me, like talking shit about me. It's like, you know what I mean? Like people like do that. And I'm sitting here, I was like, you know, I mean, I guess, you know what I mean? It's like, I guess people just like don't like to see others succeed, which is strange to me because like me, like, you know, it's like me and Jaguars United. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like we're gym memberships. It's not like you can either be a member of LA Fitness or Planet Fitness and we're in competition with each other. You can be subscribed to me and Jags United, watch both of our videos, and you know what I mean? It's not, you know, you can do that. You know what I mean? It's not a competition for me. For me, it's like, let's share the love, man. Let's, you know, subscribe. Let's do all that. Let's support everybody. You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know. It's just, I can't comprehend it in my head. But just be good to people. Like there are people out there that I don't like, but I'm not going to like dox them. Like I like if people like unless it's like Jason Lockenfor or Chris Sims that just seem to attack Jacksonville, it's different then. But you know, if you're out there and I don't like your take or I don't like how you do things, I'm not gonna like try to embarrass you. I don't know. It's just interesting, man. And B New with the $25 donation. He says, Duval, just supporting, bro, and fuck the haters. I agree with you. Thank you, man. You are the man. Appreciate that. I appreciate all you guys, man. Appreciate all you guys and, you know, help me build this channel into what it is, man. I never thought, you know, a young Jaguar fan from Orlando, because I started this channel when I was like 23 years old. I was a young guy. I've learned a lot about football and Jaguars since then. So you guys have kind of been able to see me grow up through this. And, you know, I can't imagine where we're going to be 10 years from now, you know, 20 years from now. I mean, I'm 27 years old right now. So like, you know what I mean? I imagine I'll be doing this YouTube channel like the rest of my life. So it's going to be a lot of fun just going through the ups and downs with you guys. I've already gone through too many downs though. Too many downs, way too many downs. I want to go through more ups with you guys. I started this YouTube channel in January 2017. That was the up. It's been mostly down, but yeah, be new. Thank you for the donation, man. You are the man. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. Charlie Boy says, UCF, when you met up with me a couple years ago, I can tell you're a really good guy. You went out of your way to meet up with me and my girlfriend. Thanks, man. Of course, man. I think you went more out of the way though. I had you meet up with me at the outlets. And it's not the easiest. I didn't think this in my head, but it's probably not the easiest place to stop by and say what's up because it's a pretty crowded place. But yeah, like, you know, people. I don't know. People. I don't understand. And sometimes I do have questionable tweets. Sometimes I do have questionable tweets, but you know, the thing about me is like I say a lot of things joking around. It's probably taken like jokes a little bit too far, maybe. But I don't know. And it's funny because this one guy that was these guys that were coming at me, this guy was like basically like sharing pictures of me, being like, look at this loser. You know, this guy is like ugly looking. This guy like, you know, this and that. And I'm sitting there like, and the thing about this guy is he was out here like basically like, you know, bullying me or whatever. And this guy, he was a gay guy, which I mean, I have nothing against gay guys, but the thing is like, you know, if you're a gay guy, you've probably gone through a lot of like bullying and a lot of public shaming in your life. You know, you probably weren't super accepted, you know, going through school, or maybe like, you know, it was hard to tell your parents. So you would think somebody like that would not want to be like publicly like bullying and outcasting a guy like that. But it's like, I mean, me personally, I don't care if people say I like, you know, if people look at me and they're like, oh, you're ugly. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care what people have to say about me. It's just more of like me looking at it. And it's like, man, there's really people that, you know, that are like this. It's just, I mean, it's crazy to me, man. Be new. Another $25 holla. He says, here's another one for good measure. Just left Disney World this weekend. Again, fuck the haters. We supporting over here, bro. Duval. Hell yeah, man. Disney World up in here. That's awesome, man. I've lived in Orlando for a long time. I haven't been to Disney World yet. More of a Universal guy myself, but I need to. My big complaint about Orlando, I wish we had more roller coasters. Like we have. Turn this down again. like Orlando, we have plenty of amusement parks and stuff, but I like roller coasters, man. I really wish Busch Gardens was in Orlando because I would definitely be there all the time. Like I'm here for the thrills, man. But yeah, Binu, you're the man. Thank you for being supportive. You are that dude. Surfing Nerd says Twitter is a cesspool. I agree, man. I agree. Just be nice to people. Be nice to people. Don't. You know. I'll let you guys. If people are trashing Jacksonville a lot, we can team up on those national guys. But you know what I mean. And like sometimes over here, like people have ridiculous takes in here. Sometimes, I mean, in my eyes, it might be ridiculous, but I'm not going to be like, oh, look at this idiot. Look at this idiot right here. You know, why would you? You know what I mean? It's like, and dude, they do that. They do that stuff on even like 1010XL. Like I'll listen to like Jaguars Today. And one thing that drives me nuts is like they have callers call in. You know, they have callers call in a show and they'll say something, and then obviously they're off the line. And then Mike Dempsey and Tony Smith are like, oh well, you know like they'll like kind of talk shit about what the caller says. And my issue with that is that if you're gonna be, you know, crapping on their take, give them the chance to defend themselves. Don't put themselves off the air and they sit here like, you know what I mean? Because I've done that before. Like, I mean, I haven't called in forever, but back before my YouTube channel, I would call in, and then they would talk crap about my take offline, and I'm sitting here like, well, you totally didn't get the point of what I was saying, and I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I don't know. That's what I like here, man. This is I love YouTube. This is super interactive. You guys, you know, this is really, I like doing this because it's kind of your show. You guys can leave comments, and we can read them. You guys kind of drive the conversation here, which is awesome. 151 people in here. Thanks, guys. What's called? Jimmy says, I agree. Dempsey is an a-hole. All callers are more. I do exactly, man. It's like, and he like mocks him. He's like, oh, it's like, dude, like, come on, man. And I think, I mean, I used to listen to Jaguars Today all the time, but dude, like, they need to mix it up, man. They need to get some new people in there. Like, I'm kind of tired of Mike Dempsey, Tony Smith. Shake it up a little bit, man. Get like a former player in there. And I'm talking like, you know, that's one thing about 1010XL. It's too many older people like it, and I have nothing against that, but like everybody that works for 1010XL and is on 1010XL, besides like the sports den, they're all like over 50 years old. It's like, I want like get some like 20-year-olds in there, get some like 30-year-old, like just get different, I don't know, get different people in there. It's just, I want fresh blood. I'll just say that because I think it's really cool that there's a radio station that does, you know, and like 2 hours of Jaguars talk every day, but let's switch it up, man. A shout out to Cynthia with a $10 sticker. She says, #1 fan. Shout out to Cynthia, man. She just recently started following the channel. She is a big Trevor Lawrence fan, which is what brought her here. Follows me on Twitter. She's also a member of the YouTube channel, and she's been very supportive. She always has to follow up her tweets with me with the grandma emoji, just so I know the demographic. But thank you, Cynthia. You're awesome. Really appreciate your support lately. Antonio says, I like Hayes on 1010. I like him too, man. I like him too. White Dog says, have you applied for a job with the Jags? I haven't, man. I mean, I'm happy with what I do. I like doing my YouTube channel. I don't know. I do like this. I mean, maybe one day I can get a sponsor and maybe go big on here, but hey, the Jaguars want me. They know where I'm at. Like, the Jaguars know about me. If they want me with them in any capacity, they know where to find me. Hit me up in the comments. You know what I mean? Joe Park says, let's get UCF to 1 million subscribers. Yeah, we have 165 people in here. If everybody subscribes, we'd be closer. We'd be a little bit closer. But yeah, that'd be my big goal on YouTube. I want to hit 100,000 subscribers. It's my big goal on YouTube, man. That's where I really want to get. Go to all his videos. Yeah, Joe Park, I agree with me, man. Go to all my videos and like them. I think YouTube would love that. K Chris says, what's up, brother? Can't wait for the draft. Hell yeah, dude. It's going to be awesome. Charlie Boy says, how is UCF Dad doing? UCF Dad is in the chat right now. So he'll let you know. He'll let you know how he is, but he's good. He'll be over for the draft. It'll be a lot of fun. But the big thing is, how's UCF Jaguar doing? UCF Dog is good. Cartha says there should be like a McAfee show, but for Jack's content. Yeah, I agree, man. He's cool. Junior Jack's Press still can't wait for Trevor Lawrence on the stage shouting Duval. We're gonna be hype. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to make it official. Can't wait to put a ring on it. Can't wait to put a ring on it and do it, man. Wopside says we should have a UCF block party. Hell yeah, man. Hey, one day we'll go to a game. I'll find a good tailgating spot. I'll show up at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, I live in Orlando. I don't have my dad living in Jacksonville, so maybe a little bit later. We'll start at 10 o'clock. We can tailgate. You guys can come meet me. We can meet each other. It'll be cool. We'll see. We'll see how the stadium is this year. Jersey Jaguar says Christian Barmore at 25. We'll see, man. B News says, "Hey, let's support with a $5 challenge." B News trying to bring the super chats over here. Super chats are purely your option, man. I'll never ask for donations. But but the option's there. If you guys want to support, you guys can do so that way. But if not, man, just you guys watching and viewing is always good enough for me. But thank you, B-New, for all your support, man. You are awesome. Charlie says, Jaguars today needs new, fresh hosts. I agree, man. That's what I've been saying, man. I'm just switch it up, man. Like, we've had the same two people on for, 10 years? Like, we need fresh blood, man. I think we need a young guy and a former player. Young guy and former player. I think that'd be cool. Who's some good former players? I mean, Tom McManus is cool, but he's also kind of the, I guess kind of the older generation, I guess I should say. But I don't know. Bring in an entertaining old, a black player that's funny, something like that. I think would be cool. Have a little bit of diversity over there. Like Austin Lane, I think is great on the radio. Bring someone like him in. I think would be cool. K. Chris says, I'm holding off on jerseys every time I buy one, they leave. I usually did the same, but Trevor Lawrence is different. And I bought a Josh Allen jersey because Josh Allen goes out there, publicly defends the team. Great dude. He's got like a family. I really do feel like he's here to stay. And anybody that sticks up for the Jaguars the way he does, he deserves my jersey. But he was the first jersey I bought since 2014 for that same reason, because they're bad investments. Antonio says seriously would be good, I think. Serving Nerd says Fred Taylor and MJD would be the best. Yeah, someone says MJD would be great as a host. He would be, but he's on NFL Network. He's the voice of the Rams. It'd be a downgrade for him to go here. Kate Chris says Donovan, Darius, and Big John are my favorite Jags ever. Yeah, that's I like John Henderson. I've been on a live stream with him before. It's pretty cool. Jags history says Josh Allen was my first Jags jersey ever. Hell yeah, man. It's a good first jersey to get, man. Kiko says, will Minshew get traded? Most likely. But we'll see where. It was real, ballsy of the 49ers to move up from number 12 to number 3 so they could finally have the draft capital to give us that number 3 pick for Minshew. It was quite nice of them, but go ahead, give us that 3 pick. You guys can have Minshew, and we can have a great working relationship going forward. But all right, guys, I'll do like 5 more minutes on here. Then I'll probably head out. It's getting a little bit late. I've been having fun, though. This has been fun. Charlie says, I hate how T-Wig is the token. Leon, I like his perspective and opinion a lot. Yeah, but T-Wig isn't on 1010XL anymore. He's on like the Jaguars locked. I forget what podcast, the Locked On Jaguars podcast. He does that, but he's not on 1010XL anymore. Jason says, get Paul Puzzlesny on a talk show. Paul Puzzlesny isn't the personality. He doesn't have he's kind of an introverted guy. I don't think he wants to talk ball like that. Drama says, UCF, who are we going to have as our strong safety? What you think? It sounded like Rayshon Jenkins, right? He's going to be the strong safety. Just gave him the bag. Alex says, get Blake Bortles for the host. Oh, that'd be great, man. Give us some Blake, dude. Oh, that'd be Barstool on Jaguars Today. I would love it. UCF and Lil Duval. Ooh, that's some good stuff, man. I would like that. Kiko says Najee Harris or Travis Etienne at 25. I would like Etienne. If I were to choose, I would get Etienne just because I think he'd be an awesome compliment to, to James Robinson. Sam K says, can the Jags sign anyone else? I feel like they have a ton of cap space, especially with Alualu out. Oh yeah, they can. They currently have the most cap space in the NFL still, so go out and get somebody, man. Jags fan 15. I am yeet. Same. Hell yeah. Sam says, oh yeah, I just read that one. ETN and Lawrence already got. Yeah, that's true, man. That's another thing about ETN. Him and Lawrence might know each other. I think they got a. I don't know their relationship, but I'm gonna say it's a good working relationship. Surfing nerd David Garrard is someone I listen to. Yeah, David Garrard's good. He's on 1010XL every now and then, but it doesn't seem like he really watches the game sometimes when I hear him. Alex says we have $45 million in cap. Yeah, and it's gonna go up next year. And the only player we really have to re-sign after next year is DJ Chark. Hopefully they re-sign DJ Chark. I hope we can keep. I don't want another Al Robinson situation. Blake would be good. What do you think Urban's gonna do at tight end? Yeah, I think. Maybe Colin Johnson converts. Maybe I'll ask him. Maybe if Colin Johnson, I'll do this one more time, man. If you guys haven't already, man, Colin Johnson has a YouTube channel. I dropped his link down below. Go over there, comment. UCF Jaguar sent him. I'm gonna try to get him on the channel. Maybe do an interview with him, and I'm gonna ask him. Will you play tight end? Have you considered playing tight end? So we'll see. That'd be really cool. I gotta hit him up for sure. Charlie says Fred Taylor and Jimmy. Hell yeah, Jimmy. I don't know, man. That'd be cool, man. Jimmy will be snorting the lines. Maybe get Jimmy Smith and Matt Jones, and we'll really have a cocaine party. That'd be a lit show. We'd be really up. Brevin Jordan at tight end. I do like Brevin Jordan. That's one guy I would definitely want to go after. CC boy, we have Lambo and Rosas. No need to draft. Yeah, we're not gonna draft the kicker. But all right, guys, I'm probably about to end this here. Thank you guys for being here, man. If you guys haven't already, man, definitely drop a like on the stream if you guys can. Helps the channel grow. Gets YouTube to recommend more of my videos to people. Also, guys, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at UCF_Jaguar. It's a great place for me to be. But thank you guys for being here, man. You guys are awesome. Let's continue the Jaguars love. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, man. We're almost to draft week, man. We're within 5 weeks, man. We can start really. April's around the corner. We can really start counting the days officially until draft day. But hey, you guys are awesome, man.